Miss Maimuna Jallo, who is the chairperson of the marketing and or a member of the marketing and publicity committee. Yeah. Miss, you're welcome to the Changemaker Show. And of course, on my left, I have Mr. Abdullah Faye, who is the program manager at the National Youth Council and at the same time the vice chairperson of the National Organizing Committee. Lady and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Changemaker Show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, to kick the ball rolling, Mr. Faye, I'd just like you to give us a brief synopsis or history of NACONF as an activity of its own.
Thank you very much. I think when you talk about NACOF, it's a household name. And NACOF is the National Youth Conference and Festival. This is an activity that is in fact instructed by the Act of the Gambia National Youth Council that we should be organizing a National Youth Conference and Festival. And every 2 years we actually do this. Basically is to bring young people together to discuss issues that affects them and also issues that are of developmental to the young people and the country at large. So it is an important event for the young people. I can say it is one of the key national youth forum that young people have an opportunity to take part and express their views.
Okay, when did the NACONF really start?
NACOF, before NACOF, it was used to be called the Youth Week.
The Youth Week, okay.
And but when the National Youth Council was established in 2000, we started organizing in 2001 the event. Okay. But by then it was usually organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and other partners. But NYC, National Youth Council, actually started in 2001. And in 2001, we were in Basse, that is URR, and 2004 Banjul, 2006 Brikama, 2008 Farafenye, and 2010 was in KM.
And 2012 we're going to CRR.
Certainly, yes.
Okay, that's very good. Maimuna, you are a member of the Publicity and Marketing Committee. Obviously, if you are organizing an activity of this magnitude, you do need a lot of funding, to cater for thousands of young people who are coming all the way from various regions to represent their various regions. So perhaps you'd like to tell us some of the things that the marketing and publicity team has done so far and some of the problems that you are encountering.
Anyway, thank you, Ablai. We, the Marketing and Publicity Committee, we are here to talk to the general public about NACOF. NACOF in a sense that if you hear the name marketing, you obviously
know it's about money.
It's about money, so we are here to talk about money. Ablai, we're having a problem with how to raise this fund. Because when we were inaugurating the NOC,
okay, the official
inauguration of the NOC committee, people were pledging, saying that people are saying, I'll give you $1,000, some 500. But Ablai, till now, we only received 2 pledges.
From the people who
From the people who pledged.
Wow.
So we're facing problem. But thank God, we will still follow up with the pledges.
Yeah, but normally, every year, like the government, they through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, then like how much this year lulu no am na gajon len halis pour ne waaw yokanen ci li pour ngeen sen ngeen di demale ne kon pe adbini.
Yeah, Ablai, thank you. And bobu moy suñ government bi dañu ngi wax thank you to the government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Government bi pledge nañ $1 million jox nañ ko NACOF. But so seetloo NACOF suñ budget bi is $2.8 million.
$2,800,000.
800,000.
Boobu alal la.
Boobu no bul wala suñ ko tegee dañ la ko jox. So $2,800,000. So the government pledged $1 million. It seems that you look for $1.8 million. So no much problem right now. But thank God, with certain programs or activities like fundraising, you were organized to raise that $1.8 million.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Faye, of course, personally, I am a person who is fortunate to attend some of the NACONF programs, and I must confess that it is very much important. And now, one thing that I have observed is at the end of every NACON, especially the conference, there is always a recommendation that young people come up with, like this is what we want government to do, this is what we want the private sector to do, this is what we want civil society organizations to do, and this is what we as young people are going to do.
Certainly.
But there's always a lapse in the labs is most of the times you do see a repetition of the recommendations throughout the whole conference that are organized. I just want to know whether there are any follow-up mechanisms that have been put in place by the NYC in making sure that the recommendations that are outlined have been implemented.
Yeah, thank you very much. When you look at the resolutions from the NACOF, the responsibility of the NYC is to monitor their implementations. Now, currently what we plan with the National Organizing Committee is to actually make a documentary on those resolutions. What are the achievements so far?
Okay.
And this documentary will also be played during the NACOF so that people can know 2010, these were the resolutions, but this is what we were able to achieve, you know, this much, but still now we have, you know, a lot more to do. And when resolutions are made at NACOF, first the responsibility of the NYC is to distribute it, to share it with actually, you know, partners or institutions that it concerns. If it concerns fishery, we will share it with them. If it concerns, you know, agriculture, we will share with them, so that they can understand exactly this is what are some of the issues that young people want, you know, actually to be addressed. So, fine. Sometimes you will see the repetitions because still now it is not addressed, and it is important,
especially the issue of employment.
Yeah,
like it's always a recommendation to say that we as the young people of the country are still recommending for employment opportunities to be created, which goes on every time, and we do see that there is always a little bit of improvement when it comes to employment, but a lot still needs to be done.
Yeah, of course, there's a lot, because when you look at the population, you know, that's the issue. Every year, the number of students that graduate, you know, and the ones even that stop at grade 9 and they want to be in the employment market, it's increasing every year.
Yeah.
So if the opportunities are not much, you are bound to face with problems. And this country is a young population. It's a country with young population. You know, so we need to address a lot of issues when it comes to employment issues, and that's why it's always a concern for young people.
Okay.
Because they experience it every day.
I know. Okay. may mën a gis nañ ne nekkoon bii passé amoon nañ sponsorship yu bëri yu nga xam ne ñu ngi jógee si private sector bi daal maanaam ñi nga xam ne nekkut xaalis si nguur comme gisoon nañ fi EGSM companies ñi nga xam ne ñëwoon nañ joxe xaalis individuals philanthropists na at bii nii yéen a ngi jéem pour gis naka la leen those GSM companies yi wala ñeneen ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi si private sector bi nañ la ñu mën a ñëwee dimbale leen sanga si fi xaalis noonu rek pour ngeen mën a make sure ne li nga xam ne yéen a ngi ko war a def xew na.
apply loolu ñu ngi ñaan all institutions yu nekk Gambia pour ñu come forward. thank you li fi naka la tuddam binda nañ all institutions yu nekk Gambia ñëpp lañ binda pour ñu come in and partner with the National Youth Council. This time bëgg ñoo ne like NACOF every time mu dem ñaan may lañu so this time dañ bëgg mu nekk a sort of partnering. It's a win-win situation. da ngaa win ma win. So sponsor like QCell for example, so ñëwee in ne okay sponsor nañ package yi NACOF bi all the package. Imagine 1,500 young people ñu gather. It's the biggest gathering of young people
in the Gambia.
So QCell coming up with 1,500 SIM cards for example. Each young people who attend NACOF di nga am a SIM card of QCell. People maybe ñeneen dañoo dégg QCell but xamuñu leen. li ñoo bëgg a may but soo ko joxee SIM card bi mu doon di ko use dina xam di njëriñ of QCell. So ñu ngi ñaan all companies, all institutions, all NGOs ñoo xam ne ñu si Gambia bi ñu come forward. It's a partnering thing. We need to partner. Soo ñëwee soo indee sa phone trust me doo ko rëccu.
Like xam nga after all man lu ma gëm mooy li nga xam ne dafa soxal yëfi ndawin rek am nga problème parce que comme ni ñuy waxee naka ndaw yi nekkuñ magi ëllëg rek waaye ba léegi si tey ji leen bokka te pour defar ëllëg fan naa teel a war a commencé waaw loolu moo am na loxo trop te gaa am na solo trop te gaa nu ñu koy waxee si olof rek fi ci liir balaa muy ne fekk yaay jaatee si mbagg ji xam nga yooyu moo am na solo trop te foog naa ne NYC nekk na very institution bi nga xam ne soxla neen dimbal from various private sectors ak nit ñu nga xam ne leen mën a ñëw doole leen seen alal da nga dimbale leen si yooyu noonu. Mr. Faye, coming back to you, last year's NACONF was hailed by a lot of young people as a huge success, considering the way the organizing was done, especially looking at the conference. The conference itself, it was very much good, and a segment of the conference that I liked a lot was when you had the ministers, you know, coming together, which like, it was like a dialogue, I can say, which gave young people the opportunity to ask them directly about some of the things that they are doing regarding young people. Now, would you say it's because the conference was organized in KMC that you had a very good turnout of ministers? What is